So this is my sword build. Let me start with how powerful is the sword. It's ridiculous. Here, just take a look at this video where I kill a UE Fenrir in 10 seconds. So that's crazy, right? And imagine that was this sword at level 8. And how did it do it? The sword's special ability that basically absorbs, the absorber shield absorbs in damage and puts that damage back out like the Ares or any other absorber shield. But this one has a built-in weapon as well. This gun over here that keeps shooting up to 500 meters range. And with the pilot, any robot or Titan with a durability of 15%, you can see that when the sword goes up in the air, it has on the health bar of the reds, it has an indicator over there saying, so you know that once it reaches that durability, you can just kill that bot off. So now, if you get into my weapon choice, I am not going for the ARMs. I have two ARMs. I'm not upgrading them until they're nerfed, and I may not upgrade them because they're not a special edition, which I go for. I generally prefer to just upgrade special editions, even if they are nerfed, because of that 5% damage boost. I think it really helps me. So if you'll notice over here, I'm using both these weapons that put in a lockdown effect. This also has a speciality that immobilizes the target. And the magnetar, which is the basically the baby pulsar, the light version of the pulsar, is a immobilizing gun too. And both of them have a range of 600, while Sword's built-in gun has a range of 500. So what I do is basically I start locking down targets, and this is also going to come in with the drone at ability, I believe over here 9, where it does starts the lockdown effect. The lockdown effect, basically I want to use as it helps sword escape or even lock down a target to kill or lock down targets in an area. And with these weapons, I can't just lock down a single weapon bot. So I can actually protect myself like what I've done in this video. I lock down these titans as they approach me, but of course my ability and my sword is still little bit on the basic little. Of course for Champions League it is way too low, but it can still do so much. Take a look at this video. Coming to the next part is specialization. If you can see over here, I've gone by the radar specialization because of the nuclear amplifier. You know that I really enjoy the nuclear amplifier. I have it on my Devourer, I have it on my Ravager, and now I have it on my Sword. The nuclear amplifier basically allows you to do a tremendous amount of damage if you manage to survive till that point of time. But now you'll be shocked to see how fast can a sword charge its nuclear amplifier. Take a look at this video, it's insane. Wasn't that insane? From 0 to 80 stacks in one sword slash. Of course, this is only possible when you have people shooting into your absorber, which always happens, especially if you time your teleport at the right time. So when there's somebody being attacked and you go there and manage to teleport at that point of time and you get in all that hits on your absorber, your sword slash becomes that powerful. And if there's any bot around there, and while you are hitting it, if any bot goes to that mark 15%, that bot or titan is instantly dead. There are few bots that you really need to look out for when you are in a sword. Any bot that has a shield breaker built into it, like I believe the Crisis over here has a built-in shield breaker, and with the prismas it's pretty crazy. Here you can see its skill is overpower, and the one that everybody should have one in their hangar at this point of time is the Pathfinder, because of its skill along with the pilot that gives in a shield breaker. Also, bots with the active module that has a shield breaker are something that you need to be very wary about. And the titans, of course, we have the bow and arrow titan, the Burgessery, that basically is something that you need to be worried about too. These are things that you need to worry about when you have your sword. The best way of basically surviving longer with the sword is when you teleport, you need to make sure that you are in a safe location, that you are covered. And if you are not and you have lockdown weapons, ensure that you lock down a couple of people before who are close by so that somebody else can target them or shoot them or go for that target rather than going for a further away target. Because the sword, when he comes back, is extremely vulnerable, and that is when you will be killed most of the time. Apart from that, this bot is awesome, and I really feel it is OP to a certain extent. If you can take out a Fenrir, ultimate Fenrir that fast, but that it will not be able to do it if his teammates were smarter. I mean, and it was a squad game, so yeah, I'm not trying to justify that the sword is this, what the sword is capable of is insane, but that is, I guess, a bot that needs a nerf first. This guy's already been nerfed once, it will definitely be nerfed again, I feel. But I also feel that it is going to be more advisable to invest in a sword than in a Teth. I feel that the sword cannot be nerfed to us to basically run it to the ground, because one, it's built with somebody else. It was designed by somebody else. I think maybe they have a kind of contract, or maybe not, knowing how my games is, or Pixel. But I feel that the way they gave me the sword, like the components came in so slowly as compared to the Teth, I have a feeling that the sword isn't going to be nerfed as much. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like what I put out, do subscribe. Have a good day. Bye bye.